Title: At my daughter's graduation, my husband announced, "I've decided to start a new life without you." His girlfriend was sitting with our friends. Everyone went quiet. I smiled and said, "Congratulations on your honesty." Before leaving, I handed him an envelope. When he opened it, he started screaming. I never imagined his cruelty would wear a tuxedo and a smile. The gym was packed with families, clapping, whistling, crying, celebrating years of sacrifice. Our daughter, our only child, walked across the stage, diploma in hand, eyes scanning the crowd until she found me. I waved. She beamed. For a moment, my heart swelled with pride so sharp it felt like pain. Then he stood. My husband, her father, my partner of 22 years. He cleared his throat into the microphone as if he were the one being honored. "I've decided," he said, voice calm, rehearsed, "to start a new life without you." The words were a knife across silk. Beside our friends, in the row meant for family, sat a woman half my age, lipstick too red, eyes hungry for the spectacle. His mistress, my replacement. The auditorium froze. No clapping, no cheering, just the echo of betrayal humming in the air. I smiled. I had practiced this moment 100 times in the mirror. "Congratulations," I said, my voice smooth, almost kind. "On your honesty." Gasps scattered like dropped glass. I walked toward him slowly, heels tapping against the polished floor. From my purse, I pulled a cream-colored envelope, the edges pressed sharp. I placed it in his hand. He looked at me like I had given him a gift. And then I left. Behind me, paper tore. Seconds later, the sound I had been waiting for, his scream. We were high school sweethearts. I once believed in that fairy tale. His hand always finding mine, his promises whispered under cheap fireworks. I bore the weight of his dreams, paid his debts, carried his failures on my back. I told myself it was love, but love doesn't look at another woman that way. It started small, a late night at the office, a perfume that wasn't mine on his jacket. His phone tilted away when I entered the room. He thought I was blind. He mistook loyalty for weakness. The breaking point came 3 years ago. He forgot to delete the photos. Her lips, his hands, their shadows tangled together. I sat in our kitchen, the glow of the screen burning into me, and felt something inside me die. Tears came, then silence, then clarity. I didn't confront him, not yet. Revenge is an art. It requires patience, timing, precision. So I played the role of dutiful wife. I cooked his meals, I laughed at his jokes, I kissed his cheek when he left for business trips. He thought he was clever. He thought I was blind. But every smile I gave him was another brick in the trap I was building. First, I hired a private investigator. Months of photographs, videos, phone records. Ironclad proof of his infidelity. Then came the lawyer. Not just any lawyer, one who specialized in high-asset divorces. I opened accounts in my name only. I shifted savings. I prepared. Then I waited for the perfect stage. Our daughter's graduation. The one moment meant to be about family, unity, pride. He couldn't resist turning it into his grand performance. I knew he would announce it. His arrogance demanded it. He wanted applause for his betrayal. That envelope I placed in his hand, it wasn't just a divorce petition. It was everything. The investigator's report, bank statements showing assets frozen, accounts transferred, copies of the deeds he never knew I had already placed in my name, his company shares seized pending fraud charges I had quietly uncovered. And the best part? A court order granting me full custody of our daughter, signed that very morning. The scream came when he saw it all. His empire, gone. His money, untouchable. His mistress, watching his collapse in real time. I walked out before the chaos consumed the room, but I imagine the scene often. His face draining of color, our friends whispering, turning, judging. His mistress realizing she hadn't won a man, she'd inherited a ruin. By the time I reached my car, my phone buzzed with messages. Some pitied me, some applauded me. I ignored them all. I wasn't broken. I wasn't abandoned. I was free. Do I regret it? No. He thought betrayal would shatter me. Instead, it sharpened me. He wanted a new life? I gave him one, stripped of everything he had built on my back. My daughter hugged me later that night. She didn't ask questions, she didn't need to. She saw the truth in my eyes. She knew strength when she saw it. And as for him, I hear the mistress is gone. The house is sold, his car repossessed. He's drowning in debts, lawsuits circling like vultures. I don't celebrate it. I don't cry for it either. I just smile. Because justice, when crafted with patience, doesn't need applause. It only needs silence and the echo of a scream. He once said I'd never survive without him. But the truth is, he was never built to survive without me.